Hi, Prosperity Team. This is Dr. Money coming to you from the Prosperity Corner of the universe, where silliness is sacred and nobody's perfect. I am your POP, your Professor of Prosperity, and I'm here so that all of our lives can pop with prosperity. Now, remember, I say that silliness is sacred, and you know, there's sometimes silliness is not appropriate, but I say that silliness is sacred because we often take life too seriously. For example, we've decided that we want to have a more prosperous outlook in life, and what we do is that we go nuts in trying to have the perfect thoughts. We try to have dedicate a certain amount of time. We effort. We really grasp. We make ourselves do it. Rather than a non-efforting approach to prosperity. And so that's prosperity perfection. We don't need prosperity perfectionism. What we want is the actual experience of prosperity. I was reading about someone who had learned to go with the flow of prosperity, and he said, do I have as much money as I did when I set goals and I was extremely intentional and I kept pushing myself? No, he said, but I feel like I'm much more prosperous. I feel like I have more money, and I just feel better all around because I'm not pushing myself all the time. So it's wonderful to do affirmations when it's enlivening, when it energizes us, when it makes us happier. But when we're doing it because we should be more prosperous, because we shouldn't have lack thoughts, when we're efforting, when we're pushing ourselves, then we have missed the point. And too often we take the modus operandi of trying to grab life by the horns. That was something we had in our old way of thinking, and then we get into a more prosperous way of thinking, but we use the same tools that we had when we did not know that prosperity was really present all the time. So we want to avoid prosperity perfectionism. And if we have a lack thought, it's not like, oh God, I've got a lack thought. It's just let it go. It's just that, well, there it goes. And because the time that a lack thought is powerful is that when we go after it, when we go, oh no, this is just terrible, I've got to change this. But there's awareness that goes, there's a lack thought. Just let it go. And then if we want to put a prosperity thought there, that's fine, but we don't have to. Because it's really that grasping after the thought, trying to correct it, trying to control it, trying to nail it down. That's the problem, not the thought at all. We are the problem, not the thought is not the problem. Now, if we have a lot of energy behind the thought, we may want to take a few breaths and go, whoa, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid I'm not going to have enough money. That's a lot of energy. So what we might want to do is go, and remember that when we're afraid about money, it's really usually not about money. What it's about is that we're used to having a certain level of fear. And that's why a lot of abundance training is about removing high levels of fear about anything. Really learning more trust and safety, and withdrawing ourselves from the thoughts and the emotions and going into the breath and going into the quietness of the mind. Not coercing our mind to go there, not bullying our minds to go there, but just going, yeah, there's a safer place I could be in. I'm willing to go there. So let's not have prosperity perfectionism. Let's take a deep breath. And as we breathe in our intention that we receive our good. It's like, I receive my good. You just take that second to just drink it in every pore of our body, every cell of our body, every organ. And also as we exhale our intention that all other beings receive their good as well. We want everybody to experience the abundance of the universe. I mean, because, you know, if you go to a party and everybody's sad, it's not a very fun party. And life is a party. Humanity is a party. And we want everyone to be able to party. Party hardy. Yes. And there's one more thing I want you to remember for sure. And that is that I love you.